In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on another team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cardinals offense takes the field to start this game off. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. From the gun. Give on the inside. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. He's got it on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Owls!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll go to the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Cardinals will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the shotgun, the inside give. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. He wants to throw. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Makes his connection. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Great job on the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Dropping back, it's Hudson. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. Got it! And he will score! You don't give a hoot! Kennesaw State does! Touchdown, Owls! And the extra point makes it 14-0.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Line is set on 3rd down. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. They're trying to get to it. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They wanted to set... quickly, Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. Made a defender miss. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. The pull and throw off the RPO. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Quarterback will audible. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Offensively, I think we got to be a little bit more creative at this point. 2 plays ago, gain of no yards. Last play, he just gave up a sack. Let's think outside the box. This is a golden opportunity to put a touchdown on the board.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 7 over Georgia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the gun, the inside give. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Lets it fly. It's caught. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender... QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? To the air. It's Hudson. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He'll try to take it back. The 10. Touchdown Cardinals. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense.
He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Owls! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
27, Louisville, 7.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly complete.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Defense wants to bring the heat. Wants to fire on second down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo. He'll come out throwing on first down. A strike downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets open down the middle. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him somewhere.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
The field's about 53 yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines, or else you draw the flag. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, looking for a man. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Absolutely perfect. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. We might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Oh, he's looking to throw. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
The Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He makes the connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And now on second down for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Ashley. At the 35, he's open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Hudson. Fires to the wideout. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far. And here comes the offense on second down. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in the bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. At the 45, on his way. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Off the RPO, complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Unloads quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And he's running in the open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Oh, they're not get free. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a target.
Dropping back, it's Hudson. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab on the left side. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Number 17.
These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
They want to throw it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. These corners backing off a bit. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. He's right on target. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
They're bringing heat. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Going up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Yeah, the defense had that pegged. There was nowhere to go. As soon as that tight end caught the football, he was on the ground. Nice job by the defense sitting him on the ground quickly.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Complete. Open space at the 25. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Louisville!
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out. Catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
The give as they work on that clock. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice game.
Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Barrels ahead. He's not going to make it, stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looked...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the ball is picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Offense set on 1st down. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Got room at the 35. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Scanning the field, it's Turner trying to get to it. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snags it. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And the beatdown has ensued. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they want.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. On 2nd down, he'll fire. With the catch, it's Wheeler. Snowed under by the defense. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and made a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated.
And he sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Unloads to the wideout. Pass on the way in, it's picked off.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. Actually, you probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. Seven is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long.